Hi, Monique.
Hey, Mariah.
How you doing?
I'm so good.
I'm good too. And I'm excited to talk today about a topic that we've been discussing a little bit. And it's the concept of expanders.
Yes.
Now, what is this?
Yes.
Right? And it's not just something you put on your jeans when you want them to fit a little longer.
Is there such a thing? I need this in my life.
It's a thing. But expanders as in people in your life or that can come into your life or you could seek out that allow you to expand yourself.
Yes.
And the idea of expansion. We use the word so often growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But another way to frame that or to look at is expansion.
Yes.
To continue to expand where you're focused, just the world around you.
Yes.
And so I want to talk a little bit today about how we find expanders or recognize people in our life as expanders, and then also how we can be expanders for others.
That sounds fabulous.
I think we are absolutely have always been expanders for each other.
Yes, I would agree.
So,
but I'd love to hear more about this.
Yeah, I think it's a fun concept to explore and give people ideas about how they can be looking for the expanders in their life.
Well, then let's just dive in.
Welcome to Heart and Soul, the podcast where we empower and inspire women to lead their best lives, harnessing the power of their hearts and souls. We are Mariah
and Monique,
your hosts and guides on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth.
In each episode, we will dive deep into topics that matter most to you, from self-love and confidence to career development, relationships, and everything in between. We believe that every woman has a unique strength and inner wisdom waiting to be unleashed.
Join us as we cover insightful heart and soul-centered topics and interview incredible women who've overcome challenges, chased their dreams, and found their true purpose. Through all of this, you will discover practical tips, strategies, and real-life stories to help you navigate life's twists and turns.
For whatever season of life you're in, this podcast is your safe space to explore, learn, grow, and possibly even laugh and cry with us. So grab your headphones, maybe your favorite drink, and we'll embark on this transformative journey together.
With heart, I'm Mariah.
And with soul, I'm Monique.
Okay, so from the moment I met you many moons ago now, I thought, that's somebody who could help me expand.
Maybe we didn't use the word expand.
I think what I really thought was, I'm going to make her my friend.
And then I made you my work wife.
I know, here we are. So much more than that now.
Yes.
But I actually, when I think back throughout life, have had some moments or some just like different glimmers, or I can think of memories where I'll meet someone or I'll realize someone's in my life and like they really were the gateway to something bigger.
So true.
They were an expander.
Yes.
Maybe some people think of them as mentors. There's teachers who could be expanders.
Coaches.
They have other roles that they play in your life.
Right.
But the overarching role is to help you expand.
Right.
And to help you, grow, again, is a word that we use frequently, but help you expand, to push beyond your limits, to push beyond the limits you're imposing upon yourself. And
maybe to open your eyes up to something you don't see, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Or it's something you didn't even know existed.
Right. To open your eyes. Like, growth almost implies that you know where you're going, you're growing towards it.
That's a good point.
But expansion is like, it's like next level quantum, right? Of like just everything is.
It's almost like an out.
Moving out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, and why, when you're thinking about manifesting, and that's where this really came out of. I was working on some manifesting learning and thinking about how to manifest, and I was just doing some different work in that area, and this kept coming up as this idea of when you want to manifest something, you need to consciously begin to look for your expanders and think.
Oh, I love that.
Like
they're like a tool for you.
Yeah, it's a tool. And so say it's around say it's around a topic of wealth. Okay. I need to be listening to podcasts of people who are sharing about this. I need to spend time around people that are wealthy.
Yes.
I need to put myself in places where the high net worth individuals hang out because I might be able to learn from them tools that will help me expand.
Yes.
And it can also happen in a way where you don't realize the person's an expander until later. But when you take charge of it and you are actively seeking people to help you expand in whichever way that you're manifesting, then you're going to see results even faster.
Yes.
And it's it's okay, just like you would seek out a mentorship or an internship or like to acknowledge that somebody is your expander.
Yeah.
And to ask them to help you is also okay. But I really just think it's an interesting concept that we go through times of life, again, where we're encouraged to seek out a tutor, a teacher, all these different things, a guide, but to put a term on it that is more expansive than that of an expander.
Yes.
I just love the concept.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about it with you today.
I appreciate that because I love the reframe, first of all. I think the reframe is really, really powerful because it doesn't just limit. It's expansive, actually.
Right.
Expanders are expansive because, like I hired somebody for this, like a dietitian. I hired somebody for a working out. They're going to expand you in one way, but an expander in your life, correct me if I'm wrong. This is kind of how I was thinking about it when you were talking about it. They expand you in various, many ways, like partners, right? So I'll go into my partnership with my boyfriend. He's such an expander of me just by pure who he is.
Yeah.
What he's into, what he talks about. He expands my consciousness in ways that I haven't gone before. Because he talks about things that are like, oh, that's so interesting. You're such a high caliber person. You're such like a, you think really deeply about this. And then you're also very well trained. And so by being around their energy, whether it's whatever they're talking about, they're passionate about it. They're knowledgeable about it. They just they activate your curiosity and they make you feel like you can grow and you can just blossom, right?
Yeah, I think you named off right away, you're likely in the vicinity of an expander if that person is inspiring curiosity, challenging you, and you're seeing in them traits that you would like to reflect in yourself. There are definitely just general expanders, like people that just, make you a better person by being in their energy. The energy is there.
Yeah.
Or there's
a vibe.
There's a whole vibe. There's specificity to it too. It's like you want to learn something, you need to go find the person who's the expert in that and you need to learn from them.
Right.
But there has to be reciprocity and if they're willing to share.
Right.
And those that are willing to share are where you're going to have the expansion and the opportunity to expand. And it's just like a tool. I think it's exactly what you said. Okay, I know I deserve something, whatever it is. I desire it.
Yes.
How can I put myself in that world?
Right.
Who can I find to support me in that? And I think as adults, we just get narrower and narrower in the way that we see that seeking out of education and you just start to get more stubborn. You start to just get a narrower vision when really it's never too late.
I do think as we've gotten older, we think we know things and we forget that change is constant, right? It's ever evolving. And also we should be changing and we should be ever evolving. So to be around people who have that same mindset, you definitely have that. You're well, I was doing this yesterday. And I would say creatives in general are more expansive because they just constantly are going with what they feel, see, or are influenced by. And they're unabashed to be yeah, I'm changing that. I'm going to do that completely different.
Yeah.
So for you, you're definitely an expander because like you're not afraid to shift.
Yes.
Shift direction, momentum, unapologetically. Now, can you say like, this is my reason? Absolutely. But do you have to? No, but you have teams, so you need to. But I do think when I'm thinking about it, like people, I think who are change adverse and just kind of like you were saying, get it stuck in the rut. And as I've gotten older, I see a lot of people my age and maybe your age who are just like, their heels are dug in. And you're just like, that's sort of like a miserable way to live and exist without this awe and curiosity and wonder that is in the world around us that we can inspire in each other. And I think that's what you're talking about with these expanders, right? Like how we can expand for each other.
Yeah.
We can elicit and open that up for each other.
Yeah. And if you're feeling stuck, you know, and we have all been there.
Yes.
We will all get back there.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But you hit that stuck point, asking yourself, who do I need? And not even like you know who they are.
Right.
But what is the archetype?
Where am I stuck? What's the thing?
What is the description of the person that I need to learn from, to be around, to share space with, to follow on Instagram? I mean, this person doesn't have to be face to face with you. They can have written a book. They could have a podcast.
Yeah, a book could be an expander.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of like Brene Brown as an expander for me. Gabby Bernstein. Like there's where you listen to something or you read something and you're like, oh my God, my life has changed. Like my whole, whole concept of everything has shifted.
Yeah.
That's an expansion. That's an expander for you. Or they might be in your everyday life, or you might meet them tomorrow and realize suddenly like, oh, whoa, you are going to show me a way or teach me something that I didn't have before.
Right.
And so much of like friendship and like friendship is a whole other thing, right? We need it.
Yes.
We need it. There's like a fundamental human need for friendship. But friends are not always our expanders. They can be.
Right.
And our partners. I hope that my partner would be an expander for me. And, you know, I've always wanted to meet someone that, like you said, with your partner, that inspired you and the curiosity. But it's not necessarily inherent in that relationship.
Or it ebbs and flows too.
It comes and goes.
There'll be time when they're expanding and growing. You're like, wow, they are like kind of making me think, right?
And as you should think about it when you are choosing a partner or cultivating friendships, do these people serve as expanders for me?
Yes.
And not as because you're using them for that, but because so long as you're going to invest your time, what opportunity can you be for them and them for you?
Oh my gosh, that is so, I think like I don't have time for people who are not expanders.
Right.
Because I'll eat them alive and I'm bored by them. And I'm not meaning like, I don't mean to be cruel when I say that. I'm really happy that some people are content with their lives being consistent. I'm just talking about like, that doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think it wouldn't work for you either.
Same.
We would be bored.
But it's okay. Yeah. Like I challenge people to look outside of contentment. You know, okay. Let me rephrase.
Yeah, right.
I'm always seeking some sort of contentment.
I am too. It's one of my core values.
Yes. However, to be just, if you're stuck, there's a stuckness.
Yes.
Is the word.
Yes.
Stuck and content, I don't see as being the same thing. There's a different nirvana there,
well,
right?
I feel like contentment is really all about like happiness in your being.
Yes.
Happiness in your place in the world. Right? Like no matter where you are or what you're doing, like you are happy or you have joy. And I feel like people who maybe are stuck are not happy because nothing seems to be going in any direction.
And everybody can think of a person that they know where it's relentless.
Yes.
Like, you can't have a conversation with them.
Right.
That isn't negative.
Right.
That isn't stuck.
Yes.
and think, like I'm always observing and thinking, it would just take such a tiny amount of recognition or clarity to shift everything.
I do think it's a mental shift too, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think an expander could even be like someone who's really good at networking and who makes connections for you.
Yeah.
Someone who like helps you fill out paperwork for a bank loan. I mean, right? They're expanding you. They're helping you. Helpers of the world could also be expanders. Am I right about this?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the definition is broad.
Yes.
But it's how you think about the relationship and the way that it impacts you and see it as a tool. Going back to that word. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Because of this person, I can see this differently, or I can be connected to this opportunity. It's like you all of a sudden you go from looking out and you just see just sort of like nothing to seeing a massive spider web where it's all connected and it makes sense.
That excites me.
And you're like, oh, like it's not just like, or not just stars with no connections.
It's not random.
It's like completely connected. And each one, each point has all these expansive, bursts. And it just gets you excited about meeting people.
Yes.
My husband loves to talk to strangers, which is like sometimes embarrassing.
Well, I kind of feel like I share that with him too a little bit.
Yeah.
I like to talk to random people.
But I am always grateful for it. Like in the moment, I'm a little bit like,
yes,
like I don't feel like
I don't have time for this.
Talking to people, right?
Right. And what is he going to say?
This is just a little anecdote. I'll share the story because I think it's relevant. But we were at our local restaurant that's super busy. It's like a bustling place. It's just so cute, cozy. There's live music, the best sandwiches, Sir Ben's if you're in the Duluth area.
Oh yeah, it's such a great place.
And we couldn't find a table. And then just as we were about to give up and take our food to go, some people said we're leaving from a table. It was kind of a bigger table and there was only two of us. So we were feeling a little guilty, but we're like, okay, cool. So we sat down. And then there were more people looking for a table. And I'm thinking, oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to invite someone to sit with us. And sure enough, he locked eyes with someone who we actually happened to have sort of known casually. And he was like, oh, come and have a seat with us. And then he was like, oh, yeah, and I have more people coming. And the next thing you know, we were there for 2 hours at this table full of people.
Wow.
And in that time, like, so much happened. Like, people, like, so many plans got made amongst all these people who didn't even know each other.
That's so cool.
Like, to hang out. I was sending somebody, like, invitation to an event that I was hosting. It was, like, magic.
That's awesome.
Now, flash forward like 3 weeks later, I go back to this restaurant. This time I'm with my daughter and my foreign exchange student daughter. And same thing happens where now we're the people looking for the table and there's two people sitting there. And I locked eyes with them and they were like, come join us. And I'm like, you know what? I believe in this.
Yes. Now
I believe in this.
Yes.
We sat down. An hour and a half later, we are new best friends. We are just realizing all these things that like who they know that we know, all these like interesting connections. We've already texted to set up plans.
That's awesome.
And when I think about like, what is this new relationship? What could it bring me?
Right.
Not selfishly.
Right.
Like excitedly.
Yes.
What could I be for them and what could they be for me?
Oh,
and
yes.
what worldview could it change? Like, and that just open-mindedness to like, how can somebody help me expand is so life-giving.
This is interesting. As you're speaking, I'm thinking about what I've been working on for over the last year is impact.
Yeah.
Right? Like the impact of people on each other. So more specifically for me, I've been working on, I'm a person who will just like take the hits and not really speak up. But I've been working on just using my voice, not in a cruel way, but just like letting people know any impact that something they've done has, because maybe they're not aware. Anyways, I digress. But if we think about impact, we all have impact on each other. And this expander is like, if you really go with like, what is my impact that I want to make on the world?
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to be known for? What's my legacy? Like, you could literally go into relationships and help someone. Let's say you want your impact to be like, people always feel good in my existence. I always feel great in Mariah's company. You make people feel great. You just should know that about yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, of course. And so if Mariah's going into, and she's like, well, how can I just like make them feel like loved and accepted and like, you know, like just like a valuable person, which we all are, that impact, I mean, that alone is just like how you're expanding people, because
Right.
maybe they had a really bad day. Maybe nobody shares that with them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so if I go into it of like, what do I want my impact to be? I want my impact to be that I want people to live out their best lives. How can I do that as an expander? Can I be an expander for them so that maybe they don't live their best life because they have a limiting belief around wealth? Maybe they're not living their best life because they're struggling with making a decision on what like house to buy or whatever the thing is, right? But like, that's how we can help people expand, like in the 3D reality here in this world, right?
Well, in essence, that's the whole reason we started this.
Yes.
And it's the whole reason we started our mastermind group.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope and I believe that we've been expanders for all of the members of the group that we've worked with, for certain.
Yes.
And ideally, I hope we've been expanders for people that are listening to the podcast.
Yes.
Like, I hope we can be the voices that are introducing new ideas and pushing people out of their comfort zone and introducing them to new things. Concepts to say, I listened to that and now I can move forward in my life or I can think of something differently, and that can unlock the next door that I need to open.
Yes. Helping them expand their consciousness, helping expand their circle of influence, their sphere, their way, everything. But we love this concept so much that you brought it into our business, which is just like, we're doing the work. We're walking the walk. We're talking the talk. We're all of the things, right? We're
not
embodying
just
this.
waiting for it to happen.
Right.
We're actively seeking expansion and actively providing it for the people in our circle. So we introduced a new offering within the Heart and Soul sphere, or Heart and Soul Collective, which is called the Expansion Circle. Mm-hmm. So essentially, anyone who has already participated in our mastermind, our alumna, we offered to join this Expansion Circle because, we're saying to them, you've already been in our world, but now we want to help you learn how to master other relationships and how they can continue to help you grow and evolve and shift and find, what you're looking for in your path. And so it's super cool. We actually had a dinner where we invited them to join us. And
great.
Many of them knew each other, but many of them didn't know each other. So you had this amazing mingling of like all people we know really well meeting each other. And then by the end of the night, it was like
fast friends.
DM me. Yeah. Oh, we're going to do this. Oh, what about this? I
need to know all of you.
Like the coolest... The coolest thing, the coolest connections. And I was like, they have all just met their next expanders. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to continue to foster the relationships by being in a community as a group, putting people in different pairings and situations, introducing them to new people as guest speakers, and really inviting them to think about expansion for themselves and others.
Yes.
So I'm so excited. It came to me like randomly. And
of course, because all good things do.
I know. We were conversing about what we wanted next. And I'm anxious to see or excited to see how it manifests itself. But I would say our first little dive into it with
our little
dinner
touch point
was like,
it was magical.
Yes.
And I would say what we're doing is creating the expansion circle for everyone to be expanders for each other.
Yeah. And
for us to help continue to be expanders for them as well.
And calling it out, naming it, drawing attention to it so that we can really focus on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, because if that person this in the group with you doesn't have your answer or doesn't, isn't a maybe subject matter expert, they're going to know someone.
Absolutely.
And so it's like ultimate networking.
When we're siloed, and working alone as solopreneurs or business leaders who are at the top who don't, it can be lonely at the top.
Or just working from home, period.
Yes, you feel so siloed.
So lonely. People are so lonely.
I think it's really important that you have more resources versus less. And expanders, by your definition of it, they're just people who are going to help you to, I don't know, like not feel so siloed, not feel so alone. We're tribal by nature. Otherwise, we'd be put on this planet by ourselves.
Yeah.
We need each other. And especially like when forces are trying to like conquer and divide us. Yes. And, polarize everyone of it's either this or them or black or white, quite literally.
Literally.
We need each other to not be siloed. Yeah. So this expansion concept to me is crucial to like our next phase of how we can foster deep connections and really help each other to, like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to play the guitar, but my son does.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to sing a song, I could be like, can you come bring your guitar so I can expand and,
share your voice with the world.
Exactly. Whatever the thing is. Right. And if somebody was like, I want to learn how to sing, I'd be like, well, my son can help. It's just, we need to be expanders for each other so that we can all grow, evolve, whatever.
So for people listening, what I want you to take away from this in immediate practice is what are the goals you've set out for yourself, or what do you desire to manifest right now?
Yes.
And then I want you to look at that.
Okay.
And write down, literally journal.
Oh.
Who do I need to help me in doing this?
I love this. This is practical. This is rubber meets the road, people.
Maybe it's who, and you know exactly, like you can name them.
Yes.
Right?
Or maybe you can't.
Maybe you can't, but you can describe them. And so I want you to describe, like, I need an expert in this and this who has this, like, detailed description of who you need to meet that can provide you the expansion you're looking for.
I have another clarifying too. So sometimes people, I think, even struggle there. So for me, one question I ask a lot of clients that I coach is, where are you noticing the tension, and what's the thing that's in the way of the tension? And how do you need to move that tension? Because some people are like, I don't even know what I don't know. Like, let's say I'm having tension around a thought. Who do I know who doesn't have this thought or embodies the opposite of that thought? That sort of a person is what I need. Maybe it's your pastor. Maybe it's, who knows, right?
Yeah. But even just the minute you ask yourself the question, something's going to flash in front of your brain.
I agree.
Like, you're going to say, I desire this. Who can help me expand? And you're going to think of something.
Yes.
Or you might just think of something. Even if you don't think of it in that moment, you're going to come across someone the next day.
It's always funny
at Sir Ben's, and all of a sudden you're going to go, wait a minute. But the clarity will come in because you're conscious to what you're looking for.
When you're putting your intention there.
You're intentional and you're conscious to the desire. So you don't miss it. You don't, that isn't just like a fleeting moment. And later you go, oh shoot.
You're right.
I was in their presence and I blew it, right?
Yes.
But like, you're ready and available to receive.
And then you're actually looking because your mind is like focusing and surveying for people who can help you.
Or maybe
in that way.
you literally just pick up the phone and make a call.
Because
you're like,
true.
It's this person.
Right.
And I'm going to go directly to the source and I'm going to ask for what I need. And they're probably going to immediately say, sure, no problem. Right.
Right.
That I just think that's a really valuable to play that game of like, who do I need to know?
Yeah.
What do I need? And again, open-minded. It doesn't just have to be someone you can meet on the street or someone you have in your community, like on the massive scale of like, I need a voice. I need to, and the next thing you know, like literally, I promise you, this is manifestation 101.
It's so true.
The phone will ring, or you'll turn on the TV, or somebody will name something on Instagram. I mean, come on, Instagram's serving me up all this stuff all the time. The minute I talk about it, I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks for that. I needed that scarf expansion. I needed that podcast episode.
Right.
So I just, the awareness that you draw to it when you decide you desire it is so magnetic. And I just am so passionate about sharing that.
Yes.
Because it sounds woo, but you tell me after you try it.
Yeah.
How
Don't
that
knock it
turns
till you
out.
try it, actually, right? Yeah.
So next time I'm going to make my list, for what I need next. And I'm just going to go sit at that table at Sir Ben's and I'm going to just wait. I'm going to just have a drink and I'm just going to sit there with my sandwich and I'm going to wait, see who walks through the door. What's this going to turn into?
Apparently your vortex of manifestation is Sir Ben's.
Who knew? Who knew?
I think Josh, the owner, should know that, him and his wife.
I know. I might have to text him this episode, but I think that place is pretty magical.
It is cool there.
Well, anyways, I'm glad that we got to chat about this on the podcast
thank you for bringing it
episode
up.
today. It has been a big in our circles lately as we've been launching the Expansion Circle, and we're really excited to get working with these women we already know so well.
Yeah.
And continue to expand their worlds and watch them grow and thrive. So go out. Find your expanders. What do you want? What do you want to manifest? Let's go.
Thank you for being my expander.
Yeah, right back at you always.
Cheers, friends. You've just finished another episode of the Heart and Soul podcast. We hope that you've enjoyed the show, and if you've loved it, we would love if you'd leave us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening. You can find links to leave that review in the show notes, where you'll also find other resources that we reference on our show. And if you think a friend could find value in today's episode or any future episodes, please share this episode with them on social media. This is one of the only ways the podcast can organically grow, and we just can't wait to connect with you and all of your besties. You can also find Monique and I on our many social media platforms or our websites, and we're going to leave links to those in the show notes as well. Thank you for listening. We look forward to sharing our hearts and souls with you again next time. With Heart, I'm Mariah.
And with Soul, I'm Monique.